Our society, our world is getting more globalized. There's not as much left for small communities to be able to define themselves with. And that's one of the reasons I think preservation is so important. It gives us a sense of who we are as individuals and as a smaller community.
We really are future-oriented people. Oftentimes people in preservation aren't considered to be people that really care for anything other than the past. In our cases, it's actually quite the opposite. We care hugely for the future. But in looking at the future and looking at the way the world has evolved and continues to evolve, we feel that it's important as you grow that you grow from a strong foundation. One of the most prevalent forms of a foundation is a building, is a structure.
What's also been interesting is the effect that it's had on our children. They now have an appreciation for old homes. They also have an appreciation of their own ability to do almost whatever they want to do, whatever they set their mind to.
And if you look at some of the incredible craftsmanship, and you realize that when those craftspeople did those things, it was all that they had going on. They couldn't plug into the internet, they couldn't surf the web, they couldn't do those things. What they did is they showed up to work every day and they crafted and shaped and created wonderful architecture and wonderful structures.
I think that there's a famous phrase, necessity is the mother of invention. As we went through the process, we learned that that was very much the case.
If we don't know, then we say, well, let's find a book, or let's go on the internet. Let's find the means to do that. Learn to put aside the fear of failure. Well, on the notion of trim, for instance, in this room, it's from a house that was being torn down, so I went in to salvage it. The good news is that instead of being in a landfill somewhere, is still being used. So the craftsmanship of the milling company from over 100 years ago here in Bowling Green, that wood is still being used today.
I live in an old home. I wouldn't have it any other way. There's a warmth to being there. There's just a real sense of home, knowing that I'm not in a little square vinyl box, that I'm in a place where other people have been before me.
People that believe that if you are and if we are merely stewards, in the course of life of a property, then you have to do all you can to be a good steward, because someone else will inherit or will be living in that property, and hopefully it'll be in good enough shape that that they'll be able to enjoy it and continue to maintain it. This interaction of people helping one another, is such a special thing, and again, an old house has provided us the opportunity to give and to receive.